Hey everybody, James from Zygle Studios here. So I see a lot of comments and questions on my videos revolving around the embedded systems topics and also involving around my decision as to why I went into embedded systems. So I think this video will cover those basic concepts. I want to talk about what led me to the decision of a career in embedded systems, and two, what do I kind of do day to day in my job. So let's start with the first one. So why did I choose embedded systems? Well, for those who don't know, my background is in electrical engineering. That was my undergraduate degree. I'm pursuing a master's in computer engineering right now, but my undergrad was EE. So I did a lot of circuit design. I did some programming, like C programming and things like that. But I realized in my C programming course that I enjoyed that, it's like solving puzzles, basically, is kind of the way I looked at it. So I kind of, kept my C programming skills up to date after the class went on, and all my other peers were like, why are you doing that? That's a waste of time. You're never going to use that. Funny enough, that's what I do every day now. But anyway, the semester after that, I took an Intro to Microprocessors course where I learned about processor design and the theory behind, the basics of an internal processor. And I learned how to code in HDS12 assembly, x86 assembly, and the IA variant of the Intel architecture as well in assembly. And that was where I started to get towards the top, 5% of scores in the exams in that course, and everyone else was struggling and hating it, and I loved it. And it wasn't maybe because I was more gifted, it was just because I liked it more. And I started to realize at that point, okay, maybe I have a knack. But I still decided to give hardware a shot. My first internship, I did more of like application level development, that kind of stuff. And then I went into hardware design for my next internship heading into my senior year, to kind of give it a shot. But halfway through, I started to realize I don't particularly like this as much as programming. And the semester previous, I took an advanced microcontroller application course, and I thought to myself, this is where I want to be. C and assembly all day long, working with the very lowest layer of, in this case, a microcontroller, not necessarily a processor, but a controller, and communicating using peripherals and being able to design systems with being very close to the hardware. That's what I really enjoyed, and I found out the embedded systems role is exactly what I wanted to do. So that's when I started looking for a job, found one at the same company I did my internship with the second time around with the hardware, and I was able to, well, basically I've stayed there ever since. And I've really enjoyed it, but the thought process that led me there was a couple of things. One, I just enjoyed it more. You don't enter the embedded sphere unless you enjoy doing it because it's tough. It's one of those fields where people just don't like it, especially if you're a CS student, you want to work on machine learning and big data stuff or whatever, all the buzzwords. And if you're an EE student, you want to work on analog hardware design like power systems or maybe some DSP, which ironically, DSP you do get a lot of work with in embedded systems with filter design. On a side note, there are other fields that are more attractive to EEs than embedded systems. It's the problem child of both CS and EEs, and even in some cases, computer engineering too, where you focus on stuff like this. It's not the nicest or the most attractive option. So it's really for the people who really enjoy it, and that happened to me. So that was the first thing, was I really enjoyed it. The second thing was there's a big future for embedded systems programmers because of Internet of Things. Internet of Things is starting to get abstracted more away, but we still need developers in the core fundamentals. That's why I say, if you check my 5 things I wish I knew when I started the embedded systems career, one thing I say is you have to stick to the fundamentals, and that's absolutely true. And that's going to be the case even moving forward. Even when the fundamentals are abstracted away eventually at some point, you're still going to have to understand what they do and how to use them. So that's still a big, I guess, key proponent of mine, is that I always wanted to be able to have a job or have skills that were reusable. And in this case, this was the career. With IoT kind of spreading like wildfire, this embedded systems career seemed like the perfect mashup of hardware, software, which is what I really enjoyed, and also a stable career moving forward. I can pretty much have a job anywhere. And that's kind of what led me to that decision. But overall, I would recommend a career in embedded systems, most certainly if you're interested in both the integrations between hardware and software. This is where the EEs and CEs kind of make it into their own. Not saying you can't do embedded if you're a CS-focused, undergraduate, because you absolutely can, but just remember you're going to have some hardware knowledge. If you don't know what Ohm's law is, you should probably study a little bit more on the electrical side of things if you're interested in heading into that career. But overall, just a few thoughts. What led me to my decision is to making it as my career, and I hope this was helpful. If you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out to me on social media. It'll be in the description below. And also, feel free to comment on the video. If this helped you or if you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. And please do consider subscribing. There's going to be more content like this coming in the future. And I really appreciate the support. It's what motivates me to make these videos. Thank you so much. And if there's anything you want to see from me in the future regarding embedded systems or whatever topics I cover, please leave it in the comments below or reach out to me on social media. I look forward to talking to you guys again. This is James from Zygla Studios, signing off.